The north of Italy may have subjugated to Napoleon and his empire, but the south of Italy will not give up without a fight. The kingdom of Naples, led by Ferdinand IV, will not give in. And yes, we have a glorious battle here today as we are recreating the Battle of Campo Tenese, which is a battle fought in 1806 between the French Empire and the Kingdom of Naples and the Kingdom of Sicily, which is kind of what Ferdinand's kingdom becomes after he loses the Neapolitan half of it. So yeah, here today we do have 3 Neapolitan armies, and then we have 1 Piedmont army, which I guess is representing like the Sicilians or like forces at this battle. So yes, we have 2 Lecce corps, I believe is how you say it. We then also have, if I can find them, we also do have Murat's Guard Real, which yeah, there it is. We have some of his like guard lancers here. So we also do have Murat actually fighting against the French in this one here. And then yeah, we do also have Piedmont and Sardinia sort of just army. It's just a 1796 corps. The aim of this battle is to fight for, you can see the line that they're pretty much on now is this fortification line, which, because in history, the Battle of Campo Tenese was just basically an assault on some fortifications. You can see the Neapolitans have some earthworks in front of them here. There's some more over here with some artillery pieces and some 6-pounders already here. And the French have to try and take them. And that is pretty much how it goes. We do have, I think, a couple of Massena corps. We also have the Suchet corps, which got a lot of Poles and a fair amount of, I think, yeah, like Poles and I think Italians as well. So yeah, it should certainly be a fun one. I'm looking forward to seeing how this one goes down. Yeah, if you want to see more historical battles as well on the channel, more NTW3 battles, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and comment, show support, guys. It does really help out the channel. I think we have Udino here as well. Actually, I think Udino might be here with the Swiss, because the Swiss and the Poles are quite often made up the armies of Italy, bizarrely. It's very strange choices, but there you go. There you go, we have the Vistula Legion skirmishers already getting off the first shots of the battle. They are shooting against some, looks like some militia here, yeah, some Sardinia militia. Which actually was a lot of the composition of the Neapolitan army. Dumas was one of the... Damas, sorry, not Dumas. Damas was the Neapolitan commander, and actually his sort of left wing was made up of like 6,000 to 7,000 militias. So these guys being here is quite historical, actually. But yeah, the French actually were outnumbered. Their commander was Régnier, who goes on, I don't think he becomes a marshal, but he goes on obviously to great things in 1813, where he has command of the Saxon Corps, and his corps actually changes sides mid-battle. But yeah, Régnier, pretty famous French commander. He has 10,000 troops, and he's up against 14,000 Neapolitans. And losses for the Neapolitans are around about, yeah, like 1,000 killed and wounded for them. And then, yeah, like 8,000 to 9,000 deserted. And then the rest of the army sort of retreated to, I think, like the very, like, heel of Italy. Like, which is, I guess, what I think it's like called Apulia, I think is that sort of region. But yeah, we actually have a Chevalier here. Looks about to get jumped by some cavalry here. It's Murat's Guard Hussars. And he should kill these guys off easily enough, I would have thought. And there you go. Nice easy kill there for the Neapolitans, getting the first blood. You can see the French are trying to react with their own, looks like some Polish lanciers, the Vistula Legion. Or they might not be Polish ones, they might just be Massenas, because I think Massena has some Poles available in them, and they were required to bring them, or Udino had them, I think, available. We also have cuirasses here, and I've been told that there are a lot of cuirasses in this battle, which I was surprised about, because though I guess, you know, cavalry, maybe the French didn't have a lot of options, but yeah, cuirasses attacking and assaulting the like the earthworks here is gonna be tough. You can see, like, I mean, it's not easy ground to go up. It's uphill. You're going towards earthworks, which I know they're not big, but it's yeah, going towards artillery and infantry on earthworks with cuirasses. I feel like a frontal assault with them is always a bit of a risk. We've got more like, yeah, militia here, some more peasants. So I do like that they have brought a lot of sort of like military sort of units to make it a bit more historical, even if we do have the ahistorical Piedmont kind of being here. It would be also nice, I guess, because this is 1815 Naples. If we did have, this is a call to the devs, if we did get an earlier period Naples, that would be fun to see sort of like a royalist near Naples. because they joined the war in 1806. They joined that would be like the third coalition, I think it is, when Austria is like defeated the year before. They feel like they need security, so they actually join the coalition with Britain and Prussia. And if anything, that just drew the attention of Napoleon to the south of Italy. I think he was quite content with the north, didn't really care about the south. Yes, it's now invaded, and this battle then leads to the Battle of Maeda, which I'd also would like to cover, and which sees the first ever British victory on land against the French. So yeah, it's fought by I think Britain and also the Neapolitan forces, and it defeat the French in battle here. And we're going to see, it looks like, the Vistula Legion go in pretty early on here. We are seeing these sort of like peasants here. I don't know how accurate they're being, but it's certainly a good unit to charge here. Low accuracy from the peasants, and you're definitely going to beat them in a melee fight. But here we go, charge from the Vistula Legion. Last minute volley there, got some good kills on the Poles. There you go. These are pretty much the grenadiers that the French are going to have to rely on to try and break through. These are sort of Vistula Legion. You get about 6 or 8 of them, I think, like line infantry. There you go. Looks like the troops are going to get it. Actually, this one broke. Vistula Legion broke. They might get the next one might get in though pretty easily. I honestly would use French troops to sort of cover the assault, and then had the Vistula Legion go in next. But yeah, both of these units broke. Fantasia Legera routing. But yeah, the problem with Naples, it's a real glass cannon. It can be very useful. Mass is amazing for it, but it literally has like most of these units have like 1 to 0 morale. A lot of them are like very low morale. So you're going to be risking mass rout quite easy. So the French, if they can get cuirassiers and some of their grenadiers or like units in there and do some damage, they could get some real good kills. We've got more French here moving into town. The objective is for the French is to take the earthworks and to take this building here. So they do have to try and storm this. I don't know what's in here. Looks like it's a Piedmont grenadier that is holding the ground. We do have the Royal African Regiment, I guess that is. Going in there, going in again. Yeah, again. This Legion going in. And they go in. I mean, whether they should have got a volley off first, trying to weaken these guys, then got in for a melee charge. They have just gone straight on in. And we have got silent melee for some reason. I do not know why. But they're redlining. I think they're going to get defeated. Yeah, the Vistula Legion. There you go. We can hear the melee sounds now. And it actually looks like the Royal Guard here, which is the Voltigeurs, the Royal Guard you can see here, they are actually coming in. They're the best. These guys have been inspired. They're pretty good. Obviously, the Voltigeurs, they've got good volley, good shots. I mean, look at that routing. This Legion so quickly. That was brutal there from the Voltigeurs. Really, really was. And I think they've been pushed out of the building as well pretty quickly here. France is now arriving, it seems, with their forces. They're going to try and push forward him. Senna's been given this job. And a big union here going forward as well from the French. They're starting to uncover their forces. And it looks like, what we got on top of the hill here, just like lots of infantry. Yeah, a lot of stuff can't form square for Naples. That is obviously a risk, is French cav. Looks like another assault was made here, a little chasseur going in. That actually charged the militia unit. Looks like they survived somehow. And the French are really pushing hard. They're maybe a little further around than I would have expected, these Swiss here. They've really pushed on really far wide. I mean, they really should just go down the road. That's what they did in history. They just went straight in through the middle and just smashed them. And they did do a little bit of a flank and sort of try to get round, which I guess is kind of what they're representing, the Swiss there. The French did a hell of an assault. They have actually managed to catch the militia here. Very nicely done. Next line of defense, though, is a bit more of actual infantry. But yeah, it's just a singular French unit going up on its own. You're going to need support from other infantry if you're going to try and do that. And yeah, we've got, looks like, some more lancers or militia stuff back there for the Piedmont forces that could counter, potentially. Although I think they are just in charge of defending the guns. Yeah, it looks like the assault down the road failed, really, from the Poles. That was pretty quick. And here we go, troops going in again, taking on the squarables. See with this rally, so they're going to need to set up for their infantry here and try and support this. There you go, troops getting through. There is cavalry behind for the Neapolitans here that can maybe help. We'll see. They shiver out this one as well. It's red line. They need to get their infantry. Start charging, France. Just go in. They are like setting up some infantry here. As you can see, just a side shot. The dragoons. Here in goes the infantry. Grenadiers going in. Very nice. They shiver out that infantry there with that bayonet charge. I mean, if you wanted, I mean, they're actually going to get the guns there as well. I mean, it looks like they've routed an infantry unit who are already trying to get the guns. There you go, a second unit gets in there, he's going to get that gun. Infantry and cavalry there routing, the dragoons are going to fall back, the Neapolitans are going to chase on. These are grenadiers, the Royal Guards. These guys can form squares, and they look like they didn't. They failed to form squares. Oh, maybe they did, I don't know. Yeah, they did. It's very delayed though, and there you go. That's a mistake there from the dragoons. They should have pulled back. There is a cuirassier unit coming forward here now. Now is the time, France. Send in the cuirass. Try and do what you can. I mean, it's not over just yet. I mean, look at this. There's a lot of Neapolitan forces coming forward here. France is being forced back because they're getting overwhelmed. They're getting outflanked. That dragoon has gone. The cuirassiers are going to fall back. What is this? Another dragoon unit being shifted forward. Yeah, look at this. This French player here is kind of getting surrounded, and that's even worse. The gun here for the French is an artillery, looks like an Italian artillery, being taken out by a very small, well, not very small, light cavalry unit. It's quite a large unit, 83-man unit, but it's going to get killed off here. You can see by cuirassiers. I think that might be why the cuirassiers turn around, and now they are without artillery. The French army. They have got still their general here alive, but yeah, they're on the back foot on this flank here. That is for sure. The French pushing up this hill on this side here, also looking like they're going to try and break through. Looks like the Swiss have held strong. They sent back the guard lances here, and we're now seeing, looks like some of the cuirassiers going in from the French. I don't know if it really was needed to commit. We've got some carabiniers of the Royal Guard as well. Yeah, lots of like, we're sort of shifting around as guardsmen, it seems, supporting where he can. Marines of the Royal Guard, carabiniers of the Royal Guard, they're forming square, stopping the cuirassiers. Yes, if you want to see more sort of NTW battles on the channel, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and if you want to get involved or send in any of your own NTW3 battles, then do join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. It's the best place to go to get involved in any sort of these scenarios. And we do often do a lot of streams as well that people are welcome to join if they want to try their hand at NTW3. French, I think they're going to lose. Well, I don't know, they were redlining the French. I don't think they were going to win that one with these dragoons here. But I think they are a bit scared of the cuirassiers of the French, which I don't blame them. The Swiss infantry going in against the Grenadiers. And in comes, looks like another dragoon unit here, and they're going to send those Swiss packing. That is not good. Not good at all. Look at this, the height they have these generals here. Got a strong position. French struggling to break through by the looks of it. What is this over here? Yeah, another there's so many cuirassiers here. This one, there's at least 3 or 4. I've definitely counted. There's one here. There's one here. I don't know what's routed. Actually, the cuirassiers are routed. No, it wasn't. It was the Swiss. The Swiss are routed. These Royal Guard might want to just like be careful because the cuirassiers, yeah, might just turn around and deal with them. And we're going to see another cav unit coming here. Looks like some lancers of the Poles here coming in for a side charge. They've routed them. So that was a bit over committed there from the Neapolitans and the Royal Guard trying to push down this hill. And again, the French are going in, contesting that building, and we're going to see a rush down here. Some cavalry going in, and there's another artillery piece here that's just not been defended at all. And we're going to see the cavalry here for the Neapolitans get that. They're going to just wipe out that artillery piece. Very nice. And is there a general nearby? Doesn't look like it, but I was thinking sometimes generals are often left behind artillery pieces, but it looks like they're just going to take out these Viscera Legion skirmishers. Deal with them. And it looks like also, yeah, there's another one here that could be dealt with pretty easily. And again, more cavalry being dashed over. Oh no, these are some hussars, some speedy guys. Why weren't they further forward? They might be needed for a rush against other artillery. And they have got artillery all the way back here. I don't know if they're been blasting that building. They have been a bit, it's at 12%. There's a fight around the building going on still. We've got some grenadiers here fighting against just generic French infantry. I'd imagine the Neapolitans will win this one. Shots coming in from the side shots. It's a bit risky if you're going to hit potentially friend and foe. But they seem like they pulled off getting a couple of volleys off there. And yeah, look at this. France is on the retreat on this flank here. So you force back. You can see Alecki doing a very good job here, pushing them back. The French could do with maybe just like almost gen sniping. Like they need to get like a little fast cav, get in amongst some of this infantry, try and get the generals. I feel like for Naples, and that is probably a quick way to capitulate these guys. Obviously, they can't just shoot them with artillery. That's a bit too cheesy. But if they could, yeah, maybe that's curiosity is very small. What happened to it? I think it's the one that's got stuck in over here and been killed off. They're now going to go in and try and go into the town. It's a bit of a risk. And the you can see here the Real Africano is going to form square. That's going to be safe. But yeah, this is that would probably be the best way, because these guys have like 0, well, like 3 to 0 morale. That's usually the range that these guys have. So if you kill the general, he's going to do a lot of damage to. That's going to do a lot of damage to morale. I know that like a lot of the Royal Guard units at the Neapolitan also have Inspires, so they might be able to use it. This could definitely work though. The French here coming forward in 2 lines. The first line falters and breaks. The second line should get into melee, and I don't think Naples does that great in melee. You know, these Legado are massive, 211-man units. They're huge units, but I'm pretty sure these guys have 0 morale. They're fighting with 0 morale. Like they basically have mass. They have like 0 morale. I think they're decent shooters though. Here we go, cav charge coming in though. No squares are available. Cuirassi's going in. There we go. Immediately red lines. Now the French need to get in with the infantry. Like they need to combine the two. And then a cav fight on the side here. I don't know if the French will win this one. There's a little chasseur going against cavalry of the Neapolitans. Maybe. Both sides red lining right now. There you go. Naples has been routed. Why aren't the French getting in with the infantry? Just send in your infantry. Or more cav. But they are kind of getting pressured, I guess, by Leckie on that flank, so they can't really send in all their infantry. But you've got to go. You've got to commit it all. I mean, I moved that cav to the wings now because this cavalry unit here, this light cav unit, is going to go in, and that's going to cause havoc amongst the, looks like amongst the cuirassiers here as well. So that's all going on. There you go. The cuirassiers are routed. The infantry now goes in. Why we got a little freeze there. That was a bit concerning that it was going to drop. But yeah, you can see here the assault for the town has failed. The cav coming in here to help out. This little cavalry unit here is helping to mop up. Also, in fairness, they have also been fighting some of the tougher infantry. I mean, these guys can form square. We also have the we've seen the Voltigeurs over here of the Royal Guard. I think they've been shifted maybe now. I think they've been shifted over here. And it looks like, I mean, France on this flank looks like he's making a bit more of a gain against Piedmont. The Sicilian forces. Again, another cuirassier push being made. Again, though, failing to really break through. The person who was like sent this one in was saying that maybe they should have massed their cuirassiers on one big assault somewhere. And that might have worked, I do think. They had 3 or 4 of them, and they definitely could have massed them up. And just gone for one big cav assault somewhere with them. Just obviously relies on your teammates micro, but yeah, so Hussar's going to get into the flank here. The French, everything they can't form square. And it looks like a counter assault is on the way here. These Piedmont troops are starting to turn around with the help of the Neapolitans. The cuirassiers are routed. And they're in all sorts of trouble now. Oh, the French. As I was saying, this battle historically was a French victory. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be anything but that. The French have been thrown back in a lot of areas. I don't know if they've got much in the way of reserves either. Got a few infantry units here that are returning. Some more cav back there, but yeah. It doesn't look like a lot of their forces have been committed. The Swiss still battling on hard. I think most of these guys can form squares. The Swiss, you know, a squareable nation. Do what you can, boys. Do what you can. Emulate the redcoats of Britain. Stop blasting as much as you can. They are doing okay. Piedmont is a really good line fight faction, though. So actually, for the French to be fighting in a line fight, it's actually not good for them at all. The other cuirassy has been shipped here. It's actually trying to deal with some hussars, Royal Hussars. Looks like they might have scared off those. But the Voltigeurs of the Royal Guard are here to stop any sort of counterattack by the cuirassiers. So they might go for some of these Piedmont infantry. They also look like they can't form square. Yeah, they'll deal with them. Yeah, this cuirassy is just unaided. It's on its own. It's going to get picked off. Like, infantry can just shoot it. There's more cav back here that can deal with it. What's all this cav? We've got cavalry Savoy, which I think is like their heavy cav there. They're not even sending in that. They're just sending in dragoons. And that's enough to deal with it. But yeah, I think if they massed all the cuirassies maybe on this plain over here, dealt with Lecky, with a big cav charge and an infantry backing up, I think they could have broken through. But yeah, you can see here, look at this. France's being pushed back. He's being chased into the marshes. Very, very impressive there from Naples. Mopping them up quite nicely. What's over here? Is that a general? Oh, this is a general. Someone's just left their general back here, so they didn't even bring that forward to help with morale, I guess. That's a shame. Yeah, you can see here now, it looks like Naples is rolling up this sort of the right flank of the French, forcing the Swiss to fall back. Looks like the Polish lancers again sort of rectifying this flank, or at least holding it. There's a general here running away. The cuirassies, I think, are all gone. And it looks like the same things are happening on the other flank. We've got some more Royal Hussars here going in. They're dealing with the Swiss skirmishers. Looks like some French Legate here being, just trying to contest with them, trying to, keep these guys at bay. Don't know if they can. I think the finest Polish lance might have been routed there, unfortunately. And now they are, no, they're not quite cavalry. There's this cavalry unit going in here, but it has just recharged its own Swiss allies. Militias aren't helping out, but they have helped rout the Royal Voltigeurs. That's something. We've got Grenadiers, the Royal Guard now going in. I don't know if that was really what they intended to do. This is going to be a tough fight here for the Swiss. Don't know if they're going to be able to win it. And we got some Zappatori here going in. That's a sapper unit, or a grenadier pretty much. It's routed the Swiss there. They're going to charge the next unit and just probably carry on down the line. And I imagine, yeah, these lancers of the Royal Guard are going to descend and try and hit what can't form square. But most of the Swiss could be. This one maybe can't. They're also on the retreat. They're forming squares where they can. They're showing which ones can form square. It doesn't seem like the next one can either. This might be the capitulation of the French on both flanks here. It also looks pretty dire over here now. As you can see, yeah, Lecky is just shooting the French. They're not even getting into melee. They're just shooting them, which is what their strength is as Naples. They're not a melee faction. They're a shooting faction. And yeah, the French just, I mean, they were outnumbered, I think. I don't know if they were capable of bringing like large masses. But yeah, the French just outmassed. And I think they just played the cuirassiers maybe wrong. I think that's one of the big things. They seemed like they got sent in quite often on their own, not really supported by infantry enough. I think if they sent all four in one spot, they could all support each other to start with. And also they could have, like, there's some big long lines that Naples made that mostly couldn't form square. They charged those, hit those, they could have maybe just smashed through the lines. And there's some real severe damage. But it does seem as though we are now just waiting on the French to mop up. Sorry, the Neapolitans to mop up the French. They're also kind of farming a bit. Naples has got a little bit of a fight on his hand here as the French rally. But nothing he couldn't deal with. The light cav getting in here. Looks like the general might get killed off here. But yeah, really aggressive from the French early doors. Like, they came straight down the road with the Poles here and lost a good corps. Like a good sort of like strong core of their army. You can say like the Vistula Legion, really good infantry. The guard infantry they're referred to as. But yeah, they lost that pretty early on. We've got some hussars here that are dying. Oh, actually, I've had a Allied general has been killed off. A little too late. I don't know how he's been killed off. I think artillery has shot him, which is a bit cheeky, really, from the players there. But there you go. Yeah, one of the Lecky armies has lost its general, which I guess would matter if it was earlier in the game. And then we've got one of the generals over here who's lost his. One of the French generals that was lost as well here, but they're without an army as well, so it doesn't really matter. The French is getting run down. We're just waiting on these units here to be routed. But there, yeah, look at that. That Hussar, I think it is, has just routed multiple units of Neapolitans. I think this is Lecky that just lost his general, so I think that has something to do with it. But that should have been the strategy, I think, a little bit. It's just sort of to try and kill the generals, not through gen sniping ideally, but just try maybe with a light cav, try and rush them, and then you just can mop up the Neapolitans. They're really vulnerable. But it seems like the mass of them here today has overwhelmed the French, who really were like quite not narrow-minded, but they fought in such a narrow front they were able to get encircled. That might have been down to their lack of mass. I can't like fault the French if they didn't have enough men to deal with all this. They maybe shouldn't have strung out so much. Maybe should have just tried to like attack from one central point. Like just tried to make a bit of a feint over here on the left of the Swiss. I think they maybe they could have maybe had a little bit more forces central, or even like gone for the town a little bit more with another army. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to say. It's all well and good me here, eye in the sky, watching on and critiquing. In the battle, it's all chaotic. You've got a game plan that you have in place, and it doesn't work. Sometimes that's just how it is. Yeah, we're just kind of waiting on these Portuguese here of the Vistula Legion just to be killed off. There's also an artillery piece here that it's blasting. Look at that, just nearly routs that real Africano there. That's what the damage you can do. I also feel like, yeah, they didn't bring up their artillery like at all. Like it's just got left back here. Other ones did just get sniped. But yeah, so they never really got to use their artillery, which also would have been a pretty good asset to try and just, diminish the already pretty low morale for the Neapolitans. That just didn't happen either. So yeah, just a few assets that are just quite easily lost. We've got the French artillery here. It is about to get taken out by Piedmont cavalry. They actually did get a decent volley off to the French artillery, and they actually, I think, are going to rout that Piedmont cav. There you go. Yes, the militia lancer, and they nearly got the artillery, but not quite. The hussars over here are going to get routed though by the Neapolitan cavalry, and also looks like we're going to see Piedmont go in there, and they're just going to get the general and the artillery crew now. And then that is GG, I think, pretty much. So it looks like one of the French units has returned as well. So yeah, we'll just fast forward as we wait for these units to rout. Oh yeah, actually the French are returning in a couple of numbers here. I don't think it's really going to make much of a difference. And there you go, that general is gone for the French there. And they are now just over here in the south, which is, yeah, I think, yeah, we're just going to see these guys get turned around. They're not even, like, forming up in line, just going to stay in column. And I think the French are just trying to get themselves killed. They know the battle's over. So fair play to the player, not just dragging this battle out longer than it needs to be. We actually have the line infantry going into the building here just to make sure that the French don't try anything sneaky. But, yeah, they're not going to be attempting anything here today, it seems. And, yeah, there you go. The French should get routed, and that is going to be the Battle of Campo Tenese. Naples has changed history. Ferdinand IV may just hold on to his throne for now in Naples, and yeah, the French are going to have to send another army if they want to take the south of Italy here today. Murat will not be getting his throne as the King of Naples, but yeah, there you go. That is today's battle, I think. We're just waiting for the end results now, as yeah, Naples just murders those poor Frenchmen. So yeah, hopefully in a moment we should see the end results, unless France still has stuff left, but I don't think he does. Oh yeah, he does. He still has units all the way up here. But yeah, the Battle of Campo Tenese is nearly over, I hope you guys did enjoy it. It certainly was an interesting one. It's nice to see Naples and Piedmont in battle as well. We don't often see these guys, and there's some maybe unusual French corps that we don't often see as well. But there you go. That should now be the battle, I think, with that Swiss unit getting routed. There you go. We have the end results, hopefully being put up on your screen here for you guys to oogle and adore. This one was sent in by Johnny Le Buffoon, who was playing, I think, as one of the Neapolitan armies. I think he was playing as Lecce. But yeah, it's certainly a fun faction to play if you know how to play it. Johnny was saying it pretty much relies on mass. You have to obviously rely on a few inspires and have like second lines. You've got multiple lines of Neapolitans just to back each other up, because like the first line is feeling a lot more happier when there's a second line behind it there to sort of support it. But yeah, here are his kills: 129 kills with some of his light infantry there. Light cav getting 106 kills, 98, 90. 90 kills with some more infantry there. Artillery 74 kills. But there you go, guys. They are all the kills. Well done to all of the French and all of the Italian armies, the Neapolitan and the Piedmont armies. It was a really fun scenario. Very quick one, in fairness, but yeah, still a very fun one. And yeah, if you want to see more historical battles, do check out some of the ones appearing on your screen. We've got some epic ones there. But until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.